Welcome to V.O.C. Productions. You are here with me, Anthony, and John on Voice of the Community.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up, kids?
Oh god, this is so bad. Let's explain what our channel is about.
It's a podcast, okay? It's simple as
Okay. What are the podcasts about?
that. The gaming community.
So basically what we're going to be doing here on this channel is we're going to be talking about game topics or other topics that either you guys give us or we come up with ourselves, and we'll be talking about them for at least like an hour to 2 hours maybe, if we're feeling it.
That you said 10 hours. I was like, what the fuck?
If we're feeling it. So today's topic is Metal Gear Solid, Fallout, Rainbow Six Siege, Battlefront, and the Grand Theft Auto live updates. Let's talk about the event update that came out for Grand Theft Auto.
Garbage, next topic.
Completely agreed.
That was like the worst thing they've ever released.
Well,
okay, first of all, you say? What were you say?
I mean, it kind of has like some purpose, cause like even if you participate just a little bit, you still get some cash, which I think is actually pretty cool that they implemented that.
Ooh, $300.
It's okay. Yeah, but
well,
I feel like GTA was pulling it half-assed. Like there's like let's just throw something in there as like a board.
Yeah, I think they could have like made it a little bit better.
A lot better. They could have made like a whole another game part.
Like I understand it. It's like free roam on GTA gets boring, but I feel like they could have done better with what they gave us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They gave us like King of the Hill, which is basically just a capture mission, and they gave us chasing some random guy around the map who has like, oh, he has a little bit more health than usual, but he's still easy enough to kill. I mean, he has no weapons.
I mean, it presents a bit of a challenge because you don't see him on the map.
If you're like a level 10 in first time playing your game. I played some of the other events, and yeah, they're still really cool. I mean, you're able to show off to other people, and you can show them like how good you are at the game. But yeah, I mean, they could have done way better with how like presenting themselves as a AAA title. Like, oh, GTA came out with this update. It's nothing new. It's just like add-ons to what's already in the game.
Yeah.
I see it.
I was like really hoping that they would bring out like what they said about the customizing apartments and like the low loading times and stuff.
What I was really looking forward to was stunt races.
Yeah, me too. They found if you go to the menu, you can see stunt races if you scroll through the different types of races. And like they've like made it sound really fun. Like those are the type of races that you know we like to play. So I'm just waiting for that. I think that needs. I
wanted them to add some cars. I want them to add some cars. I mean, I have all this money to spend. I want some cars.
Dude, they should add some like professional cars.
People would have like liked it more if there was something they could have like bought. I don't know. Like yeah, like they could have bought to help them like go further and like represent themselves as a better player.
It's like with ill-gotten gains. It's like, oh, Heist just came out. Now let's drain all of your money from your bank account. That's what it felt like to me, at least with ill-gotten gains. Like
$10 million jet.
People, yeah, just to get people to spend a lot of money on some really good stuff. So I feel like if there would have been tangible things for us to buy, then maybe we wouldn't like feel the same way about it. But
yeah,
I just didn't think it was worthy of downloading. You know what I mean?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it was automatically downloaded into the system, but I feel like if it was downloaded, nothing different would have. I wouldn't have seen a difference. And maybe I feel like there's more killing than there ever has been before.
And
like GTA is encouraging more people to kill each other.
Well, yeah, and one thing I don't really like about it is like the randomness of the free mode events. Like I guess it's free mode events, but Just like sometimes, like I wanted to play Hunt the Beast. We played Hunt the Beast, and then the guy died in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, because people are just like running in with a jet automatically and just wrecking
Yeah, and
the
like
beast.
since it came out, I haven't been able to play it at all because it's always longest jump or
Yeah.
most melee kills or something stupid. Like I haven't even
Yeah,
gotten the opportunity to play, what is it, the one where they're in the cone and they're like, you have to stay in the cone while it gets smaller around the map.
Demolition Derby.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten the opportunity to play that, so.
I guess
I
that one
mean,
was
it's still
really the
good.
only thing that was like.
It's still good that they came out with the DLC. Nonetheless,
Yeah,
instead of just not
I
releasing
feel like
anything, but it just wasn't
they should have just
huge.
spent more time focusing on making the DLC better than coming out with a half-assed one.
Like maybe it wasn't half-assed, but maybe it was just like
It
an
wasn't
intro or
expected.
something.
It wasn't. It's like not put together very well. Like they really
Yeah,
didn't think it
kind
through
of
very
sloppy.
much.
Yeah, they're like, let's just throw this DLC in and see what people think. And I get like it's community, like they got community like ideas, but I mean, they should probably think about what ideas they should pull out from the community.
Oh,
He's been
All
looking
that
forward to zombies in Grand Theft Auto for the longest
the
time,
longest, yeah.
and
And
that's
like
been
stunt
talked
races,
for, yeah.
go
And
ahead.
more heist maps, like different heists. People have been talking about different stuff that actually is relevant. Then I've never heard anyone mention chasing a furry man across the map and just killing him like that.
I
I've
mean, yeah,
never heard anyone
it's a
mention
cool
it.
idea. It's a cool idea,
Yeah,
but
it's a cool
it's a
concept. It would have been better
yeah,
if
it just doesn't come
it
around too
presented
often, and then it's
something more.
a bit too easy, you know.
Yeah. It's like, oh, there's a beast. Better kill him before he gets all the checkpoints, and oop, he's dead. Beast has been killed.
Yeah, I feel like a T-shirt or two would have made people feel a bit better.
They
Yeah.
Like the
they
one
added
that
a bit more clothes. I noticed that there's a bit more clothes that have been added, but oh my god.
I don't
I
think they've
mean,
added any clothes.
I saw some.
I mean,
I went in there and I
there
was like,
was the
"Ooh, I've never seen these before."
there was the well, you just switch your character, so.
That's true.
But
Yeah,
like
I've
there
never
was
seen
the clothing that came with the events and stuff, but other than that, there was like
it was
nothing
basically
to buy.
basically nothing.
Like the main point of GTA, like people's main motivation is to make money. What's the point of making money if there's nothing to buy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you have all this money, and what are you gonna do with it? You're just gonna roam around with millions of dollars. You don't have anything to spend. That's why I wanted cars, because I mean, I want cool ass cars I've never seen in this game before, and I want to buy them.
It's like we complain about the cars being too expensive, but at the end of the day, they know we're gonna buy
We
it
want
anyway.
cars. Yeah, because they're sick looking, and I don't even know how to like say it, but they're just really cool cars, and they have good ideas to add them in.
Yeah, there's plenty of cars that they could add in, like
Yeah.
that. But
If you've like seen
I guess it-
Forza 6 cars, they should add some of those cars in here.
like I guess it takes time to make a quality DLC, but don't
That's
half-ass
true.
one. Like don't
But they
release
can
one
always
at
pull.
all if you're
They can
gonna
always pull like a
half-ass.
template
Yeah,
from like other DLCs. They can always pull templates out and just like modify them.
yeah. Because like if you're gonna release a DLC, don't release a half-ass one. Because if you're gonna
You
release
know-
a half-ass one, then don't release one at all.
You know, it'd be a pretty cool DLC. Is
What?
you know all those liveries for the Ennis Windsor?
Yeah.
If they release just like a package of all those liveries for every single car in the game,
Yeah, but
I think
takes,
that would be
like,
pretty cool.
That'd take a
That would
long
take a lot
time
of-
to design.
What
Yeah.
I think one thing that I think they should have done initially from the launch of GTA on next gen is the library cars that are in a story mode, like the Buffalo and the Dominator and stuff. I think those should have been on online. I don't understand why they're not. And the Duke of Death, because what's the point of having the Duke of Death not being online, but then you have like the Kuruma and the Insurgent? You know what I mean?
Right?
Why not the Duke of Death?
I think that because they patched it already as like a non-usable car. because it blows out every time you get in this.
Yeah.
Let's be serious. How
I'm
long?
dying.
How long is Metal Gear Solid gonna really last? Once Fallout comes out.
I'm like, people are gonna disagree with me, and I know not many people are gonna see this video, but the people who do are gonna definitely disagree with me. Metal Gear Solid, I believe, is just a remastered version of the one that's on PS3 and Xbox.
Well, it's not. It's a different story, but
Well, yeah, but it's basically remastered. They took out like the same like how do you say textures and stuff, and they just like added like better textures. But it's basically the same thing, same like type of story. And like yeah, it's an open world, but like to this game, like what are you really gonna do in an open world game that not many people play?
I've never played Metal Gear before.
Exactly. I've never played Metal Gear Solid.
I don't even
in my
know
life.
what it. I don't even know what it looks like either.
I've seen some people play it on PS4, but I've never really saw the interest in why people are so in depth and trying to get this game and
people are
play
like,
it.
people are really
Crazy.
like going crazy about this game because it's the last one that they're gonna make with the person who initially started Metal Gear. I'm not familiar with his
Whoa.
name.
I don't know why the last one isn't always the best.
I know, but it's the last one that guy's making, whatever his name is.
I mean, I just feel like it's not gonna last very long. People are gonna be like, okay, that was fun. Now let's just move on.
Like it's a good game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
it's probably a
it's
good game.
really-
You just
it's
it's gonna get old really fast.
It'll get There's Metal Gear Online launching in 2 weeks.
But it's no Grand Theft Auto. It's no Grand Theft Auto.
That's for
But
sure.
we don't know how it'll be. We don't know how it'll be. But
I feel like it's gonna
I
be
just don't
like
think-
the next Watch Dogs.
Probably.
Like it'll be
What, Metal
big
Gear
for
Solid?
like yeah. I feel like it'll be big for like a little while, and then people just get bored with it.
well, no, because the game is really it's a really good game. It's just I just think people will lose interest once Fallout 4 comes out, because Fallout has always had a big following. Once Fallout 4 comes out, I think Metal Gear Solid.
I've never played Fallout 4, but this one I'm actually looking forward to. Like it looks really good.
Yeah.
And I know Fallout 4. I've seen people play Fallout 4. I've seen some of my favorite YouTubers play Fallout 4, and not Fallout 4, Fallout 3, and it just looks really good. So I'm expecting really good things from Fallout 4.
And gameplay for it looked really good too. So
Yeah, I saw it at E3. Really nice. I like the concept of having a little partner with you, sort of running around like by yourself, like a dog. I like the concept of that. I myself like dogs. I myself like dogs. So it's probably the only reason I'm gonna get the game for the dog.
Rainbow Six, I think it's gonna get repetitive.
It
really
is
fast.
because let me get the point here. You're playing a SWAT game, right? It looks like you're just gonna. It's just like Hardline, Battlefield. You're just gonna keep like trying to either play the hostage, play the terrorists, or play the SWAT, and you're gonna be in the same kind of like place. You're gonna be like near a house, some sort of building. You're gonna try to get the hostage out of, and it's just gonna be the same thing. You use one team versus another, in basically the same map, trying to save a hostage, or trying to keep the hostage away from being saved. It's just gonna be the same thing over and over again.
I think so too. I mean, it looks like a generic first-person shooter.
I think it'll be fun. Like when it comes out, it'll be fun. But
Oh yeah,
like it just like won't last for very long because it
Most
from what they
first-person
showed
shooters
us.
are usually fun initially. So.
From what they showed us, it seems like there's not really gonna be much you can do, you know, and it would
They
just
didn't
kind of
show,
like
like-
get old.
It doesn't look like there's even a storyline behind it. It's just straight out multiplayer.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sort of like how Titanfall was. Titanfall had like a multiplayer, single player, which is pretty neat.
Battlefront. I think Battlefront's gonna be really good.
It is, but I feel like it's somewhere along the line it's gonna lead towards Battlefield. Somewhere.
Well, it's like the base gameplay of it is pretty much Battlefield.
Yeah, but it can't be Battlefield. There's a whole nother game. It's Star Wars.
I know there's distinct differences that separate it from Battlefield because they said they don't want to make it like just a reskin version of Battlefield. Yeah. So, like they reduced the player count from 64 to 40. They said that feels like the right number, and it's just multiplayer. Like there's on offline and co-op modes and stuff, right? But it's for the most part just multiplayer.
What is the co-op mode about? Have they released anything about it?
No, there's different co-op modes. There's more different co-op modes. There's survival. There's hero battles. I think there's heroes.
Is there a campaign?
No, there's no campaign.
That's the problem with some AAA titles. They're starting to not make games with.
Well, they can't really make a campaign for this game though, because
it kind of.
They can't really make they can't make a campaign because there's no story for what happens in between, like episode 6 and episode 7, which is where this game starts off. I guess you could say, but you can't really make a campaign out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you could. Which is what I mean.
Well, like most games, they just kind of like come out of it. They come up with it and just revise it to make it seem good.
Like it was coming from something, but I feel like players want to play a campaign. Some people really like campaigns, and like games aren't giving it to them.
I know, but it's just the fact that they can't make a campaign because, like with Battlefront 2 and the first Battlefront, they were able to make campaigns because there was story behind it. You know what I mean? Like with Battlefront 2. No, they didn't necessarily start fresh. Like Battlefront 2, they worked like throughout the story of episode 3 going into the rebellion, or turning into the Empire, like the clone army turning into the Empire, you know what I mean? And they were able to work from there. But with this, there's not really any of that because they can't work from episode 7 because, I mean, they could, but they can't really work like they did with Battlefront 2 and Battlefront 1. Because like Battlefront 1, it was like the prequels, and then Battlefront 2, it was like the end of the prequels going into episode 4, 5, and 6.
You know what I think would be a good co-op thing that they could implement? Kind of like implement some kind of storyline, like kind of like Borderlands, you know, where it's
Borderlands
like
had okay storyline. It's hard to keep up with. I never really paid attention.
Well, yeah, because there's a bunch of missions and it just kind of like confuses stuff a little bit. But kind of like Borderlands, where you have this free mode co-op, kind of, or like a multiplayer GTA storyline. So you can like play the storyline with your friends, but at the same time, it's just this free open like world that you can just explore.
Well, like with Battlefront, I feel like it's a lot tougher than Borderlands because there's already a base story to Star Wars, and with this game, the reason it's coming out on November 11th instead of like coming out maybe next year is because the game's release date is it's like meant to go along with episode 7 that's coming out in December. You know, because like the DLC expansion map, Battle of Jakku, is supposed to be like what happens between episode 6 and episode 7. I just don't think it's not as easy to make a storyline from nothing when you don't know what happens in between those two movies.
I see what you're getting at.
Yeah, because like episode 7 ended with the Battle of Endor and the Empire blowing up the Death Star, but then
Yeah.
we don't know there's no story, there's no books between episode 6 and episode 7. And the thing that like there is, but with episode 7, it's not based off of the book. Like there's a baseline, but episode 7 is like a new story that's been derived from these people that wrote the movie. You know what I mean? So they can't really have anything in between that leads to the events of episode 7 because we don't know what happened in between episode 7 and 6. So
All right. Well, we run out of topics for our first episode. We really didn't have time to plan it out very well, so we're gonna cut this episode pretty short. We'll work on getting longer videos to you guys about topics. We're also accepting topics coming out of the community, of course. Name of our channel, community. So feel free to give us any topics you want to talk about, and that'll be all for today. Thank you guys for listening.
I felt like we